Dear colleagues, good afternoon. Today, we will discuss the development of transport infrastructure. On behalf of the President, we continue to work comprehensively to ensure the connectivity of the territories of the Russian Federation and increase the mobility of citizens. For this purpose, large-scale tasks are being implemented within the framework of new national projects, efficient transport system and infrastructure for life. First of all, the largest supporting road network is being built, which will connect the whole of Russia. Railways are being built, including in the Far East. The possibilities of using inland waterways for passenger transportation are also expanding. Airfields and passenger terminals are being rapidly upgraded in the regions, and advanced digital technologies and services are being introduced for the convenience of people and businesses. With their help, it is enough to simply purchase tickets for an airplane, train, commuter bus, and check in for your flight in advance. And entrepreneurs can, for example, calculate the optimal route through logistics platforms for shipping goods, or, without unnecessary bureaucracy, arrange almost any accompanying documents in electronic form. And of course, at the same time, the transport fleet is being updated. First of all, by developing and increasing the production of high-tech domestic models. Support measures in this area are provided by the national project, Industrial Support for Transport Mobility. It is important that the solutions and innovations created give an additional impetus to domestic science, industry, and related sectors, and generally strengthen technological sovereignty. In the modern world, time is becoming increasingly valuable, and it is necessary, of course, that traveling between cities is not only safe and comfortable, but also not very long. For this reason, we are strengthening our efforts to develop technologies for faster trips. The High-Speed Rail Service Development Scheme was approved by the President. The total length of the future networks should exceed 4,500 km. Thanks to this initiative, not only our two capitals will become even closer. The highways will run from Moscow to our friendly Minsk, as well as to Yekaterinburg, Adler, and Ryazan. They will harmoniously integrate into the existing transport infrastructure of the country and open up new opportunities for more than 100 million people. Over the next 6 months, it is necessary to complete a detailed study of this promising model, establish the stages and priorities of the directions, and submit appropriate proposals to the head of state. The implementation of the projects will have a significant impact on the economy, the social sphere, and the development of the tourism potential of our country. At the beginning of last year, the first high-speed line between Moscow and St. Petersburg was launched. By now, organizational procedures have been completed, funding sources have been identified, and the necessary agreements have been signed with all major parties. Construction and installation work is already underway on the pilot site, while preparatory work has begun on the rest. The planned route will be 679 kilometers. It will be equipped with a new generation of rolling stock, which will set the highest speed limit in the country, about 400 kilometers per hour. The entire journey will take about 2 hours and 15 minutes. This is about twice the maximum capacity of the best electric trains today, such as Sapsan, Lastica, and Finist. Of course, we will continue to develop transportation on them, as well they are popular with passengers. Hundreds of such trains run in suburban and long-distance traffic, and their number will steadily increase. Since last year, the renovation of highways has been accelerated within the framework of the industry plan, which has become a record in recent history in terms of the volume of planned work. We pay special attention to expressways. They allow you to significantly reduce travel time. At the same time, they create incentives for the transformation of cities and towns, the growth of business activity and the creation of jobs. It is planned to allocate more than 1 trillion rubles of budget and private funds for their construction within 6 years. Among the planned activities until 2030 is the implementation of at least 50 rounds of settlements. This task was set by the President. The bypasses will help relieve cities of transit traffic, increase traffic on through highways, and improve the logistics of inter-regional transportation. Another priority for the coming years is the formation of transport corridors in the southern and eastern directions. The most iconic of them is the route Russia. Let me remind you that it will connect St. Petersburg with Vladivostok. In July, seamless traffic was extended to Yekaterinburg. Now the cities of Western Siberia are next in line. Today, the total length of high-speed highways is approaching 9,000 km. In 6 years, it will exceed the 10,000 mark. The goal is to achieve an annual launch rate of at least 700 kilometers of new sites in the future. And of course, they must be brought to all major agglomerations of the country. Dear colleagues, today we will discuss strategic approaches to ensuring the connectivity of the country for the future until 2050. Let's set the key benchmarks. I would like to draw your attention to the need for synchronous development of infrastructure for all types of transport. Therefore, solutions should be comprehensive and take into account the specifics of multimodal transportation, where it is very important to accelerate the main processes at each stage. Initiatives in this area contribute to the achievement of the national goals outlined by the President and are aimed at improving the quality of life of millions of our citizens.